You couldn't wait till E3, huh, Microsoft? You couldn't wait to E3 to say fuck you to all of your customers. I'm pissed. I didn't get much sleep last night, I'm going to say it right now, because I got this news just before I was about to head to bed, and I was pissed off the whole fucking night because of it. And it's basically the news about the new Xbox. Microsoft have came out to answer some of the questions that have been posed by gamers, and basically them asking blah 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 blah. I'll use a couple of examples. Is this always online? Is it going to have to be always be online? Will the Kinect be mandatory? Will it trade in and use games? And they fucking answered them right here, and they've basically said a big fuck you to the customers and to gamers alike. There's only one thing in this entire list that I like, but at the same time I still get pissed off at the majority of it. Now I'm going to go through each thing basically this, but I had a lot of people, I posted on Twitter and Facebook that at this current moment, unless at E3, Xbox, Microsoft come out with some mind-blowing, pant-shitting fucking exclusives that make me literally shit my pants in excitement, I am not getting an Xbox One. You can go fuck yourself, Microsoft. I am not getting an Xbox One. I'll go with a fucking PS4 if they don't fucking if Sony don't do something that make me pissed off at them as well. Right at this very moment, I would rather spend £1,200 fucking pound on building a high-end gaming rig. And I'm serious. I am not kidding you. I am not getting an Xbox One. I'm going to save my money up. I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on a fucking £1,200 gaming rig, and I will not fucking regret it. But let's go through the fucking things that basically really pissing me off. Really pissing me off, Microsoft. You're not only pissing me off, you're pissing gamers off. Now a lot of this stuff, mainly, it's mostly, I can guarantee the casual person's not going to give two shits about it. They're going to pick up an Xbox One no matter what. But let me go in order. Let's go with the always online thing. There are two statements basically. First, your console, your Xbox One console, when you buy it, has to connect to the internet at least once every 24 hours. Once every 24 hours. Has to connect to verify that you aren't doing something dodgy. Okay. Right, I could handle my Xbox One if I was going to get one now, to be connected to the internet maybe once every few days. I could handle that. But once every 24 hours, bullshit. I could stretch to maybe once every 4 days. I could stretch to that. But once every day? What about people who have shitty internet connections? I'll tell you right now, I have horrible internet. My service provider's British Telecom, BT. They are fucking horseshit. I'm lucky if I get a good upload speed, let alone a good download speed. And my Xbox 360 is connected wirelessly. I had to spend 40 quid on a fucking wireless adapter to get my Xbox connected because I'm up in my room. I'm in my room, my Xbox is right fucking there. I just get a wireless adapter. You know what fucking unreliable wireless is? What if I was to get an Xbox One, it would be up here in my room. I would have to connect it wirelessly. What if the wireless connection's shitty? And it doesn't connect? Guess what happens? If you can't connect to the Xbox once every 24 hours, you can't play your fucking games. Like all those games you bought, you're gonna buy for the Xbox One, which we have no idea what the fuck half of them are gonna be. You won't be able to play them. So guess what your Xbox One becomes after you don't connect to the internet once every 24 hours? It becomes a fucking paperweight. That's what it becomes. It becomes a paperweight. You spent £500, £600, £700 on a paperweight. That's what you spent your money on. What if you can't connect to the internet once every 24 hours? A paperweight. That's all the Xbox One will be good for. If you don't have a good internet connection, it'll be a good fucking paperweight for you. That's what it'll be. And that is infuriating. So, once every 24 hours, or you've got a fucking paperweight. No. Fuck you, Microsoft. Hell no. I'm sorry, I have to vent, sorry. And then, of course, here's another thing. You can, this is actually, I like this little bit, I'm not gonna like this little bit, that your game library will be accessible from any Xbox One as long as you log into the profile. Like, as long as you log in, you can play your fucking games. But guess what? If, say, I get an Xbox One and I go let's say I go on holiday in America and I'm at MD's house and all of a sudden I want to play one of my Xbox games. And then I log into her Xbox One. Guess what? You have to keep, if you're playing your Xbox, if you're playing your profile on someone else's Xbox One, you have to connect to the internet once every hour. Every hour, you have to connect to the internet to verify that you aren't doing something dodgy on someone else's Xbox One if it's not your Xbox One. If it's not your Xbox One that you've got your hard drive and your own profile on, and you log into someone else's, like if I logged into Alex the Hunter's Xbox One, if you got one, I logged into it, and then an hour later, his internet, like say his internet goes down after a half an hour, and then the Xbox One wants to connect to there. Guess what? No more games! No more games until you connect to the internet. No more games. Same problem with the 24-hour one. After an hour! A fucking hour! Your friend's Xbox One becomes a paperweight. Fuck you, Microsoft. That is fucking DRM up the fucking ass. They are fisting us with DRM. That is bullshit. I don't buy a console to play online games. I don't. I buy a console to play single player games. That's me personally. Now, I don't mind having my Xbox connected to the Xbox Live, but you're making it mandatory that I have to be connected to the Xbox to play my fucking games? That is wrong. That is outright anti-consumer. I buy a console to play games. My Xbox doesn't need to be connected to the internet for me to play fucking games. My PS3 doesn't need to be connected to the internet for me to play games. My PS2, my fucking GameCube, my PC for fuck's sake, does not need to be connected to the internet for me to play the games I've got installed on it. If I want to play the fucking Witcher, I go on my fucking hard drive, I just turn it on. I don't need an internet connection. If I want to play Dragon Age Origins, I don't need an internet connection. If I want to play Baldur's Gate, if I want to play fucking, what games I've got in here? Walking Dead, I don't need an internet connection for that. So fuck you. I don't, no. Sorry, hell no. If I want to play a single player game, I have to connect to the internet at least once every 24 hours. Otherwise, I can't fucking play a single player game I paid my money for. No, fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you. That is wrong. That is so goddamn wrong. I hate DRMs, and this is one of the worst fucking DRMs I've ever seen. And then also my other wee thing about the games being verified. Like, your games, this is another wee thing that was mentioned here. Your games will only be able to be verified. Like, we know this for a fact. That you're going to have to verify your game before you can play it. Like, you're going to have to install it. They'll probably, I guarantee it, right here is probably, I can't remember where the hell does it say it. No renting, no loaning, no private sales. Blah, I'll get to that in a minute. Where the fuck is it? I can't really remember it. But one-time use code, basically. There's got to be some kind of code or something on the disc or in the games console with that you're going to have to use to this. But guess what? Here's a little thing that once it's used, you can't use it again. You actually can, you know, there is a problem with that. One major problem with that. The server. You know what? I'll get to that in a minute. I actually need to call. I'll go on an author here. Right, so firstly, the DRM is bullshit. Fuck you, myself. If I want to play fucking an RPG on the Xbox One, I have to connect every 24 hours. Otherwise, I can't fucking play it and it becomes a fucking paperweight. No, suck my asshole. Right, and then we've got the other wee thing. Mandatory Kinect. Right, this thing here. This fucking paperweight. This paperweight that I bought. Well, it was a Christmas present, so I'm not going to do anything to it. But this I bought because I'll have a admit, it looked interesting, and my little sister liked it. We got this for me and my little sister. I haven't used it. So this here is not mandatory for the Xbox 360, but for the Xbox One, you're making that one mandatory? Now, apparently you can turn it off. Sort of. Like, if this, pretend this is the new Xbox One Kinect. If this is not, where the fuck, get here. If this wire for your Kinect for the Xbox One, this is not the Xbox One, this is the Xbox 360, but you get my drift, is not plugged into your Xbox, guess what? Your Xbox becomes a paperweight. The Xbox One becomes a fucking paperweight because you don't have this little cable plugged in. So, more money. So if your Kinect for your Xbox One breaks, Guess what? You have to go buy a new whole fucking console because they aren't selling them separate on day one. Bullshit. Fucking piece of shit Kinect. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't want Kinect games. They're shoving this Kinect down our throat. We don't want it. Give us the option to unplug it. I'm not going to use the vocal commands because guess what? The fucking Kinect doesn't understand a Scottish accent. This thing, I'll have to grab it again. This thing here does not understand my accent. I say Xbox on, it doesn't do anything. I say Xbox, Bing, Mass Effect. Doesn't do it. It says repeat. I say Xbox, anything. This thing doesn't understand my accent. Fuck you. That is bullshit. No way. Like, I don't care. If it came with the system, I don't give two shits. But do the fact that you're making it mandatory? No, you don't do that. You don't make something that barely works as is mandatory to play games for games that don't use the blooming thing. How many games on the Xbox One are going to use the Kinect? Are they going to make it mandatory that every game have some kind of Kinect feature? While you're playing a fucking RPG, you have to go Xbox inventory. Or, in my case, I have to go Xbox inventory. Because it doesn't understand my fucking accent. No, it is ridiculous that they're making that fucking thing mandatory. Like, apparently you can turn off certain aspects of it, but it will always be on because it is always listening for those magic 2 words. Xbox on. That is bullshit. Same thing with the fucking DRM, but the Kinect thing's not a major problem. I could handle that. I'm going to be honest. I could handle the Kinect having to be mandatory. I could. But I know a lot of people can't. And it's bullshit because if that breaks, like the Kinect's, this thing's a flimsy piece of shit. Look at it fucking, literally I could drop this and it fucking breaks. I could just go, fuck you, screw, go away, get away, don't want to fucking touch you. That thing looks fucking flimsy. That falls off of your TV, it breaks. And another thing, I won't be able to use it. This is like, where my camera is where my TV is. This is my bed. I'm sitting on my fucking bed. This is my room. This is where I play my games. I'm gonna have an Xbox One fucking Kinect there that can't even, they'll tell me, oh, you need to move further back. I can't move further back than this, you piece of shit. Fuck you. No, the Kinect, I could handle it being a mandatory thing, but I know it'll piss me off that if that thing breaks, my Xbox becomes a fucking paperweight. Okay, we're moving on from this. I've got more to say. Okay, no renting, no loaning, no private sales, unless selling to someone who's been on your friends list for 30 days. Now, this is also something I find interesting, but it's still, in my opinion, they've done it wrong. You will have the ability to basically, you buy a game, you play it, you're done with it, you don't want it anymore. You can't trade it in, because I'll get to that in a minute. But say your friend wants to get that game, you can give it to your friend on your friends list. As long as they've been your friend for 30 days, you can give it to them. And it doesn't say there's going to be a charge. There probably will be, I guarantee it. Because that's all fucking Microsoft want. They want to milk you for all that fucking money you're worth. But yeah, you can give it to your friend. But guess what? You can only do that once. And then that's it. You can't get it back. Your friend can't give it to anyone. It's just going to sit there with your friend who's probably going to beat it at the same time as you do, and then go, I don't want to play anymore. It's an interesting idea to give your friends games via Xbox Live. I like that idea. I really do. See, I've got, like, another thing I forgot to mention is that retail games will be available on day one download, so you'll be able to download them. I like that as well. That's a good idea. Say I download Gears of War 5, because we know that's fucking coming, or 4, or whatever the fuck they're planning on doing, and I play it for a week. And then MD, like my MD, she's a big Gears of War fan. She couldn't get it because something came up, and I'm like, well, I'm done with it. Do you want my copy of it? And I can give her that code, give her that one-time code to give it. I like that idea, but only able to do it once. Bullshit. You want to make money, Microsoft? You know what you do? You make sure that you can do that thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over fucking again. Because it's an interesting idea. It's a nice idea to get. It's a nice idea. I like that idea because it supports the game. It keeps the game going. It makes sure the games don't go to waste. But still, it's bullshit. Only people did it once. I've always fucking broke shit. Only people did it fucking once. Once. Why? Well, was 2 too much for you? 3? Nah, fuck that. Who would write it 3 times? 4? Nah, 1. 1. Because you know why? That's a many fists they're shoving up your ass. Internet connection required, I've already said that. Okay, this thing is pissing me off. This is mainly to do with the used game market. Now, I'm going to say this right now. I'm okay with the used game market. I've bought plenty of used games in my life because, unfortunately, I don't shit money. I don't go oh, I need money. There's 40 quid. There you go. There's a fucking new game. I don't shit money. I have to earn my money. And I have to go, okay, I can't afford to get this game brand new. I'll wait till it either drops down in price or get a decent or cheap used game version of it. That's what I do. I'm not going to lie. I've bought plenty of used games in my life. And I support the used game market because it's a nice wee market. Because not everyone can afford it. Now, admittedly, I know that no money goes to the publisher, no money goes to the developer. And if I have the option in mind, I would buy new. I like to buy my games new, but if I don't have that option, used is a nice wee option. I like that. But here's the thing. Trade-ins are up to the publisher and only in participating retailers. So basically, Microsoft's pointing fingers. They're like, oh, we didn't do it. They did it. We didn't do nothing. We merely built the hardware and programmed the software that allows them to do it. But they did it. They're the ones that are doing it. We're cool. Fuck you, Microsoft. They're pointing it to the publisher. And do you really think the publisher are really going to want you to trade in your game? Do you think EA of all publishers are going to be like, ah, okay, go trade your game in, we don't mind. No, they want you to keep that game, they want you to buy the DLC, and they want you to keep playing that until your fucking eyes are bleeding. No, you really think the publishers are the ones that have been trying to fucking destroy the used game market for years? They've been doing everything in their power to destroy the used game market, and now Microsoft have given them that power on a silver fucking platter. I can't give my friend a game either, because one time use only. Unless that's 30-day thing. Blah blah blah. Bullshit. Fuck you. But no, the publishers are going to fucking... I would be surprised if any publisher was like, ah, you can just trade in our game, it's fine. But look, they don't think. They don't think. Used games can profit them in some way. Now, admittedly, they're saying participate in retails. We all know that's going to be Game, that's going to be GameSpot, that's going to be Argos, that's going to be fucking Asda, Tesco, all the big stores. But the wee mom and pop shops, no, they're fucking done. But publishers have been trying to destroy that for years. But they don't think about it. They don't think that... What a good fucking example. I don't have many multiplayer games. Yeah, here's one. I've got one. This is a good example. This is X. This one. Let's take Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Let's take this as an example. I bought this pre-owned. I did. This is a used game. Used. Someone played this before me. Guess what I've done? I bought DLC. I bought DLC. And the person before me bought DLC. And how much of that money went to the publisher and developer? I'm pretty sure more than the game. This copy of this game, if I decide to trade this in tomorrow, then someone else is going to pick it up and buy the DLC, because the DLC is not on the game, it's on your hard drive. So think about it. Think about it. Let's just use Bandai. Think about it. Use Bandai as an example. That is continuous money for them. Continuous. If I trade this in, and if someone trades in Call of Duty, they get continuous money because they might go, I like this game so much, so you know what, I'm going to buy the DLC. And they get the money for the DLC. That's what you need to think about. A renewable income. Renewable. This isn't like a movie or a CD or a Blu-ray. This is like the holy grail for you publishers and developers, because if this is a pre-owned game and I bought the DLC, you get the DLC money. And that goes over and over again. This one copy of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm could give you a fuck ton of money. Because every person that buys this pre-owned game might decide to buy DLC. Now, not everyone, but most people would go, I'll buy some DLC for it. So you buy the DLC, and then the person trades that in, and then the next person buys DLC, and the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and the next person. Continuous money? It's a fucking miracle! You think publishers and developers would want that? You think EA would want that? A game that could continuously give their money? Like, no publisher would be willing to go, yes, you can trade in your games. No, none of them, because they want you to keep the game, so you have to keep buying that game, so you can buy DLC for it. You don't think about the possibility of that game getting bought again and again and again, and DLC bought again. It's bullshit. It's... oh, fuck. Nope. EA... now we know why fucking EA discontinued their online passes, because they knew this was coming. So they're like, we don't need online passes anymore, because we can flat out say to people, no! You can't trade in your games, because we say so, and we just want your money. Fuck you. No publisher's got to do that. No publisher. No publisher's got to be okay with you trading a name, because they want you to keep their game, so you buy DLC for them. What else? Oh, now this thing is innovative. This is the most innovative thing I've ever heard coming out of Microsoft ass. Up to 10 family members can play your games from any console at any time. You and one other at the same time. Firstly, I like that idea that if I have a game that I'm playing and my little sister wants to go and play it as well, she can go on another, my third, fourth, my sixth Xbox I've got stashed under the pillow. She can take it and she can go and play it. I like that idea. I do. At the same time. I like that. But 10 people can play my game at the... 10 people can play my game library? 10 family members? That's genius. That's been done to fucking death. You know how I do that? You know how I get one of my friends or a family member to play one of my games? There you go. Go play it. Go have a shot of it. Go. You don't even need my PS3 for it. Go. Go play it. And guess how many people I can do this to? Every fucking person I know. Every person I know, I can go, here, go play my game. But you're saying 10 people can. 10 family members. How do I prove they're family members? How? Do I need to send you a blood sample? Do I need to go, does the Xbox One come with a blood sampling kit that you just go, okay, right, come here sister, come here little sis, right, I need to take some of your blood now so I can verify that you are related to me. So Xbox One, blood tester please. Put the blood in and it goes, we verify that you are a family member. You may now play your brother's games. So are you going to verify? I have to take 10 blood samples? Now, what else do I have to... Are you going to have fingerprint scanners? Are you going to have facial recognition? Like, if my jawline isn't the exact same as my mum's, no, that is not a family member of yours. You cannot play that game. It'd be better if my mum didn't play games. But that... How innovative! How fucking innovative! I clap like all the fucking journalists who sucked your cock! It sucks. That's fucking bullshit. Like, I like the idea of me being able to play a game and someone else I know playing a game via my method. I like that idea. That's nice. I like that. But I just need to give them the game and they can fucking play it. That's all I need to do. So yeah. I am stating it right here. There has to be some pants-shitting great exclusives for me to justify getting an Xbox One now. Otherwise, Microsoft, you'll fuck yourself. Microsoft are adding something. You can tell that the stuff involving like trading in your friend, because we know right now the ability to trade a game with your friend once if they've been on your friends list for 30 days is not going to be available at launch. So you know that Microsoft just threw this in here because of all the negative backlash. They think, okay, we kind of pissed off people. How do we do it? How about we let them just give the game away once? Genius! Green light! That's what they done. That's what they fucking done. It's really... This is not a gaming console. This is not a gaming console. This is a money box for Microsoft. This is what it is. That's what it is. It's a money box. Oh, and they also did verify that your Kinect will not be spying on you. We swear your conversations are not being recorded and sent to us and analysed so that we can market our games to you. I'm going to believe you. I really am. In fact, just to let you know, Microsoft, if any of you are watching this, if you're spying on my Kinect, my Kinect, you must enjoy watching me naked, because I'm going to play my game naked. But yeah, bullshit. 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 The only good thing, the only two good things out of that is the ability is day one download. Like the game will be available to download if you can't be asked to go to a store. Which personally I prefer physical copies, but I will download a game if I have no option. Two, be able to play a game at the same time at the same time. But everything else there, negative. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of a perfect score, you got 2, Microsoft. You fail. You fail hard. I'm going to point out one other little problem that quite a few that Toll Biscuit pointed out. That after I watched his video, I did a bit of research beforehand. Here's a little thing. With this having to be able to play online thing, this verification that you're not pirating this game, what happens if the Xbox servers go down for maintenance? Because I guarantee you on day one, something's gone wrong. Have you seen what happens when MMOs on day what happens on day one with MMOs? People try to log in, they can't log in. Diablo 3 ring a bell to anyone? Well, what happens on day one of the Xbox One launch? When people go home, plug it in, turn it on, and then all of a sudden, it comes up with an error. We are experiencing technical difficulties at the current moment on our server end. Please be patient, you will be able to play your game soon. There's going to be fucking problems on day one, I guarantee it. Because it isn't your internet connection doesn't determine some of it, but it's the servers that determine something as well. And if the servers go down, your Xbox One that you spent hard-earned money on, as I said earlier, becomes a paperweight. So my TV was turning off. Your Xbox One becomes a paperweight. Cheers to you, Microsoft. You've lost a customer from me. As unless you have some mind-blowing, pants-shitting good games revealed at E3, fuck yous, I ain't getting this. And even then, it has to be something, as I say, pants-shitting. Or, I ain't getting your console. I would rather spend £700 to £1,200 building a gaming rig. And that's my advice to everyone out there. Unless Microsoft does something to remedy this, I'm sorry, I'm trying to calm myself down, and Iron Brew normally does it, but it's not doing it with me anymore. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm not getting an Xbox One because I don't think there would be any game they could reveal that would make me want to get an Xbox One. Not right now. No games. Nothing. And my advice to anyone out there who does not agree with this, who does not agree with the DRMs Especially the DRMs. The DRMs are the worst part of this in my opinion. I don't agree with them. DRMs on a console should never be. When did it become so fucking hard to make a gaming console and make it just play games? Huh? When? When? You don't agree with this? My advice to you. Instead of spending £500-600 on an Xbox One, buy yourself a gaming rig. You can get a decent gaming rig for that price. Go buy one. Get a PC and upgrade it. You don't even need to spend that much. Go buy a £300-400 PC, and my advice is make sure it has at least a quad-core processor. You can get one. Here, I can get a quad-core PC with a quad-core processor for about maybe £400-500. And then all I need to do to improve it is take some parts out of this one right here. Take out the I think it's 8 gig, maybe 8 gig of RAM out there, stick it in my new one, take out the graphics card I've got in there, stick it in there, and I can play most modern games. The only thing that stops me from playing on this one is the processor's not good. That's my advice for you. Learn how to build a fucking gaming rig, and it's not that hard. There are plenty of videos out there that will teach you how to do it. I say that right now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm fucking half tempted to show you how to do it my fucking self. There are plenty of videos out there. Go and look at it. That's what PC gamers want. They want to bring you back. Gaming on the PC is what they want to do. They want to bring it back. And with this fucking Xbox One, I'm going fucking full PC at this rate. I'm going PC Master Race at this rate. I'm sorry, at this rate I'm going PC. I would rather spend that. You can get a decent gaming rig for the price of a console. It is expensive if you need to upgrade it, but in my opinion, I would rather spend £1,200 building a high-end gaming rig than fucking buying that console. I would. Now, here's my advice also. The only console I'm considering getting now is the PS4. And my advice to you, Sony, doubt anyone from Sony's watches, my advice for you is, don't do this. Don't make it mandatory to be online. Don't stop use games. And think of the gamers. Think of the gamers. And here's another piece of advice. If you don't agree with this, if you don't agree with what Microsoft are doing with it, always online, no online game, no trade as this, you want to know how you vote with this. Your wallet. This is my wallet. Microsoft ain't getting in it. They ain't getting a single penny out of this. They are not getting anything out of this when it comes to the Xbox One. I am voting with my wallet. That's what they listen to. You can try your hashtags, you can try your petitions, and they do help. But the biggest thing is your wallet. Your wallet and your bank account. Vote with these. Do not vote any other way. Show them that we are not willing to accept this, and vote with this. Don't let them open it. Don't go, here Microsoft, rape my wallet. Don't do that. You seal that motherfucker up, you clench it like you're in a fucking prison, and you're clenching your asshole from being raped, and you make sure they don't get into it. That's what you do to stop Microsoft. You don't let them get in your wallet. Don't let them get in your bank account. Don't let them get away with this bullshit. This is nothing. This is horseshit. This is infuriating and should not be happening. This should not happen. Microsoft, fuck you. I need to... give me another sip of this. I am so glad I'm not an alcoholic. I'm so glad I don't drink. Okay, it's starting to calm me down a little bit. So vote with your wallets, clan. Vote with your wallets. Don't vote with... best way to vote with your wallet. Show Microsoft you're not willing to just... Fuck that. All this is negative. E3 is in the 10th. Microsoft have to make me shit my pants for me to make up for this. They have to. Otherwise, hello gaming rig. So yeah, that's it. If I could just have 5 minutes with Microsoft, a Microsoft rep, oh god, I would love to ask him so many questions. If you excuse me, I'm going to calm down, go sleep, maybe, have a pint. No, wait, I don't drink shit. I'm going to make my dinner. That's what I'm going to do. So, thank you for watching. Ah! I'm pissed off. Fuck you. I'm not going to replay. See you later. Ciao.